guys, it's Jessica here from Inspired Life Collective, and today I want to talk to you about a key step that a lot of people miss when they are working towards any goals, trying to implement new habits, or trying to achieve any particular outcomes in their life. That key step is identity. And today I want to have a bit of a chat to you about why that is so important and how you can actually go through and work out, what elements of identity you are missing that might be holding you back from reaching what you are trying to achieve. So James Clear said in his amazing book, Atomic Habits, that winners and losers have the same goals. Now, let that sink in for a second. Whether you win the race or whether you lose the race, you both have the same goal, which was to win it or to run it and win. Whether you win the job interview or somebody else wins the job interview, you both have the same goal, to win the job interview. Your outcomes would be completely different, and outcomes do drive goals massively. And if you don't know what I mean by that, I mean, if I was to win a job interview, my outcome might be that I have the ability to afford my mortgage on my own or to save money. Somebody else's outcome might be that it means they can take holidays or get out of debt or provide for their children. So outcomes and the feelings attached to those always drive goals, and that you'll find when we get down a bit lower and we talk about the systems, that's definitely going to help that. So winners and losers have the same goals. The big difference that you'll see between the two is one of them will have systems in place, which, as I said just before, we'll talk about shortly. And they will also know who they need to be, what kind of person achieves the outcomes that they are looking to achieve. So when you decide what you want, you need to ask yourself, who do I need to be to get to that outcome? Who do I need to be, and what shifts do I need to make in my daily life and routines to be that person? I'm going to walk you through a small process in a moment that will help you do that. Always celebrate the small wins. Always. These shifts can be as tiny as 1 degree. If you turn 1 degree over 365 days, you're going to turn 365 degrees. 1 degree doesn't sound like much. Tiny, tiny little shifts. Celebrate the wins. So let's just say, put it into a little bit of context here. If I wanted to run every day, I would need to identify myself as a runner. Okay, I wouldn't just be running. I would need to be a runner to make it actually successful for me and something that is long-term and sustainable. The same if you want to be a reader. If you want to read books, you need to be a reader. So what might a runner do? And I don't know why I've actually chosen this example, because I don't run unless I'm in danger. Anyway, what would a runner do? Let's think about your goal. I'm going to use the running example. You think about your goal. Grab a pen and paper, pause this video, grab a pen and paper. Ask yourself the following questions. If I was going to be a runner, firstly, who are they? What is their mindset like? How do they nourish their mindset? What beliefs do they have? And if their belief systems if you believe their belief systems are different, in the sense that they, first of all, believe they can do it and you don't believe that you can do it, you need to do the work on your belief systems, because that is the very first and foremost step. Nothing will change for you if you can't do the work on your belief systems. And there's plenty of ways you can do that. You can use affirmations, you can use a coach, you can use EFT. I do offer sessions of EFT and holistic coaching, and they are extremely effective for reprogramming limiting belief systems. You might ask yourself, what is their diet like? How do they nourish their body? What is their sleep like? How often do they train? How do they train? So that's the who. Who are they? How do they turn up? How do they dress? What do they look like? That's the who. And then there's the how, okay? And the how is going to be, what habits and routines and systems do they have in place to make their outcomes happen? What systems do they have in place to have the mindset that they have? To have the foods that they have? What systems and habits do they have in place to get the sleep that they do, to train the way they do? What systems do they have in place? So once you know who you need to be, you are able to then look at what habits and systems you will need to put in place. And that might be, for example, you need to schedule mindset time. And then you can go through a process, which I'm not going to go into today, but I can definitely do it another time, of actually implementing those habits into your life and routine. But you've got to know what you need to implement first and what's actually going to be effective for you. No point implementing a habit if it's going to get you nowhere. So you can see it's more than just going for a run. If you want to be a runner, you need to actually identify as a runner, and following those steps is going to help you to do that. And you can do this with anything, absolutely anything that you are trying to achieve. And you can also apply this process if you happen to be in a lockdown situation or something at the moment where you are trying to achieve things and your whole environment has changed. Stop and look again. So now that I have this changed environment, now that I have these additional obstacles, my children are home with me, I'm homeschooling, I'm trying to run a business, I can't leave my house. Now that I have these additional obstacles, who do I need to be to still achieve what I want to achieve, or to do what I want to do? Who do I need to be? And that might be that you need to actually find more time or better processes for managing your mindset, nourishing your mind, nourishing your body. How are you going to look after yourself when you're in these situations? Who do you need to be? Okay, so this can be applied to anything. Like I said, it can be applied to your change in environmental circumstances. It could be being applied to, I want to be a good parent. I want to start a business. I want to meditate daily. I want to be a healthy person. I want a job interview. It can be applied to anything. Identity is the first step and extremely important. So then you can take it one step further and actually go through and describe the exact archetype of what that looks like. I won't go too much into this today, but I will have a free worksheet that you can actually download on my products hub, which I'll put a link to in this. But basically identifying your archetype is going to go through and work out every single thing about you in that identity. When I am a runner, this is what I look like, I sound like, I feel like, this is how I dress, this is how my hair is, this is what I smell like, this is how I think, this is how I feel, this is how I speak, this is what my energy is like. You go through and you identify every single thing about how you are as a runner. As I said, I'll throw the link to the archetypes worksheet in my free product download section on my website. So let me know in the comments if you have found this helpful. I would also love to know what it is that you are working towards at the moment, and after listening to this, who you have realized that you need to be in order to become that outcome, in order to get what you really truly need or want in your life right now. I'd love to know. Let me know in the comments, reply to my email, and if you need any help with setting any new habits or releasing any limiting beliefs that are holding you back, please reach out for a one-on-one private session. I would absolutely love to work with you, and I hope you have an amazing day.